And welcome back to more political chatter. In this video, we will be talking about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and how his campaign, state by state, is gaining ballot access across the nation very, very quickly. Just today and yesterday, in 2 days, the Kennedy campaign announced 2 more states that they would appear on the ballot in. That being Ohio, where 5,000 signatures were required, as well as Oklahoma, where it cost $35,000, just that to appear on the ballot, a fee of $35,000. So they are quickly adding states to the list. And this is much faster than anyone really expected. They are now on the ballot in a total of 13 states from coast to coast, and that gives them 148 electoral votes. One of the major challenges for third-party and independent candidates trying to get into the presidential debates in November, or not November, but in October and August leading up to Election Day, is not only the polling at 15% requirement, but also being on enough state ballots to be able to get to 270 electoral votes. That is a requirement to get into the debates. You have to be on enough state ballots where you do actually have a path to victory to winning 270 electoral votes, which is how many you need to win the presidency. And Kennedy, in May, as an independent, is already at 148, and the rate at which he gains these ballot access across states is only increasing day by day. Again, in just 2 days, he added 2 states to his list: Oklahoma today and Ohio yesterday. And I'm not saying that all 13 states. There are challenges in some of the states, as you can see here. There's disputes in Georgia, South Carolina, Arizona, and Nevada because his super PAC initially got those signatures, and the Democrats are disputing that in court, saying that the super PAC shouldn't have affiliation or communication, I should say, with the campaign. So we'll see how that goes. But this adds to the really abundant list of third-party candidates here. For the first time since probably, 1948, if you know your history like me, that we have 2 serious independent candidate. Well, 1948, they weren't even independent, but whatever. We have Robert F. Kennedy Jr. running as an independent, and then we have Cornel West running as an independent, and then on top of that, we have Jill Stein, who is from the Green Party, who is currently polling better than she did in 2016 and 2012, the 2 previous times she ran, as well as whoever the Libertarians put up. And the Libertarians have shown time and time again that they are going to get about 1.5% or more of the vote. So we'll see who they pick as their nominee there. So we really have this huge list of third-party candidates, but specifically Robert F. Kennedy Jr., it's really incredible how fast he has been able to grow his list of ballot access states. And I've been saying this from the beginning. I've said from the very beginning, considering the fact that Kennedy has 11% support nationwide, even with Cornel West and Jill Stein included in these polls, Kennedy is still at 11%, which is very impressive for an independent, especially this stage into the process. And, considering that he has more than a fourth of the support that Biden does, as well as just about a fourth of the support that Donald Trump does nationwide, then yeah, he should pretty easily have enough support, or people are, open to him enough to easily gain ballot access if he has the right organization and everything, and whatever, and volunteers and canvassers and workers for his campaign across these states. I've always said that I don't think that ballot access will be a struggle for the Kennedy campaign. Trying to get into the debates, I think that polling at 15% will be his struggle, but it honestly looks doable. The fact that he is at 11%, all he needs to do is increase that by 5%, and then I assume, continue at the rate that he is gaining ballot access in these states, and he's in the debates. But again, I really never thought that Kennedy would struggle with ballot access. I mean, his team from the beginning has proven that they are very effective with ballot access. They go very, very quickly. Take Iowa for an example. They needed this is how many you need if you do it across a period of time. But Iowa has a strange rule where you can hold an event in one day, just one day. If you hold a convention in one day and 500 Iowa voters show up, then you automatically, just like that, have ballot access. And he got that. He got 500 people to show up, and he has ballot access in Iowa. So the point is, they're good at this. The Kennedy campaign is very, very good at this, and they are knocking down these states one by one, quickly, more quickly than ever. And again, they are being very clever with this, and they are doing something that we really haven't seen ever before for third parties in presidential elections, at least on a nationwide, very large scale. And what Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is doing is allying, getting the support of little-known state parties, not nationwide, not big nationwide parties, but just local, small state parties, and get that have ballot access, that have access to the ballot in November in that state, just that state, getting those parties to support him. Because then, whichever small little known party he may be running from on the ballot, he is still on the ballot because that gets him ballot access. And that costs no money since the party already has ballot access, and it takes up no time, virtually no time, and virtually no work. All you have to do is get these little-known parties to ally with you. So, for example, we see in Michigan, Kennedy, just one day, they did not get 12,000 signatures. All they had to do was talk privately with a local state party called the Natural Law Party, which was founded in the 80s or 90s or something, and they have ballot access, and I believe it's just Michigan, and then maybe one other state or something, I forget, or maybe Hawaii or something, very random. But Kennedy got the Natural Law Party to support his campaign, and therefore, just like that, without having to collect 12,000 signatures, he was able to get ballot access in Michigan. California, he did not have to get 75,000 signatures. That would have taken up so much time and so much money. This is expensive stuff, getting these signatures. All he had to do was ally with a local party called the American Independent Party. They support him. He's on the ballot. Same example in Delaware. They suddenly just announced it in a day. The Independent Party of Delaware, and just like that, he was able to be on the ballot. As you can see here, We the People Party, Natural Law Party, American Independent Party, and Independent Party of Delaware. And you can see Cornel West is doing the same thing. He has even more. The Aurora Party, he was able to get to support his campaign. That gives him ballot access in Alaska. The Oregon Progressive Party, ballot access in Oregon. United Citizens Party in South Carolina. The Unity Party of Colorado. The Green Mountain Peace and Justice Party, which has ballot access in Vermont, endorsed Cornel West's campaign. And he has ballot access now in Vermont. So this is a very clever kind of campaign when it comes to ballot access that the Kennedy campaign is running. And I just wanted to make this video as an update. I mean, ballot access is the least of the Kennedy campaign struggles. He says they will get on every single ballot, all 50 states plus D.C. by the end of July. I really don't have much doubt. Maybe it could take a little longer in some of these states, or maybe he misses one or two, because there is a window that it closes by. Like Texas, it closes in 4 days, but they do say that they have the signatures. They have 113, or no, I don't know how many they have, but they said that they do have enough. But So we'll see on that. Maybe he misses 1 or 2 states, but it's really looking very, very good for the Kennedy campaign when it comes to ballot access. So thank you all for watching this video. I really hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later.